everyone, and welcome to Mystic Moonstone's weekly angel card reading. It's the 9th of August. Okay, let me see, where am I going? I want it to be all nice and calm this week, and I'm fully dressed this week as well. So, that's a bit of a relief, isn't it? Let's have a look and see what the cards have for us in store today. And we have Archangel Sandalphon. He's the angel who answers our prayers. And we have the card of gentleness. And it's saying, be gentle with yourself at this time. And also be gentle with those around you. And make sure you're in gentle situations, gentle environments. Okay, so really kind of just respect you're right to be in a gentle place, you know. It doesn't always have to be chaos. Right, let's have a look. And no, that's the wrong deck. See, I'm already going to chaos. And see. Okay. Angel of Vision. Someone is not revealing part of the story. Trust your feelings over what others have to say. There's a card. Okay, and sometimes, you know, you need to go into that stillness, you need to go into that gentle space in order for someone to feel that they can talk to you, to feel that they can say something. Other times, you know, somebody could be going around quite blasé, and you could take it on the surface that everything's fine. But really they just need that gentle touch as well. Okay, they just need maybe some space. So just remember that. But do remember, Archangel Sandalphon is the angel who brings your prayers answered. So if you're worried about this situation, this may be the beginning. The gentle approach may be the beginning for you taking it to where you want it to be, where you want it to end up, the resolution of it. Okay, let's have a look and get this deck and see where I go next. We have Alchemy. I always say Alchemist, as you probably know. Okay, that's Archangel Uriel, the light of God. Because quite often he turns up when you feel like you're in a dark place, maybe you're a little bit lost, and he shines that light forward. And I'm not going to burst into song, but I always want to sing shine, shine, shine the light. Too many years in spiritual churches. Right, let's have a look and see. Okay, and we have influence. Okay, so is that light going to influence you? What you unearth, is it going to influence you? Are you going to be an influence for others? As we said in the beginning, you know, someone's not telling all of the story. Maybe you need to be that influence. Maybe you need to be that calming influence. Maybe you need to be the person who helps someone to move through something, to move to where they need to be. Okay, remember, I always say the alchemist instead of alchemy, because the alchemists of old would take a base situation and a base metal, and turn it into solid gold. And I kind of feel that card is about taking a base situation, see where I'm coming, and turning it into something positive. Okay, so making a positive out of a negative. Okay, so just remember that. But you know, but it all begins with the gentleness, and it begins with you being willing to be that influence and being willing to kind of change things round. Okay, but to listen. Okay, where am I going to go? Go back to this deck. And we have the Counselor. Definitely these cards are asking you to counsel someone. Okay, it all seems to be going down the same path. Archangel Azrael, now he is known as the Angel of Endings, but he is also the spiritual counsellor, and that's really where I feel this reading is going for someone. So I really feel that someone around you just needs that space, that gentleness in which they can open up. Maybe they've been trying to push others away. Maybe this is a relationship you're in and you feel like your partner is withdrawing from you, they're shutting you out, where really they're trying to cope with something, and they just need that kind of gentleness in which they can kind of come out into the open. You know, then you can start to show them how you can kind of influence the situation, you can kind of help them to turn something quite base into something quite positive. And then you get the counsellor, and you know, this angel is helping you to step into that role, and it's saying you are a natural counsellor. Many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. And you know, sometimes when you are a natural counsellor, it's very easy to forget that, and it's very easy to think that, you know, that maybe you feel like you're just interfering, or maybe nobody really listens to you. And sometimes, you know, the best advice we give is actually filtered. So we give somebody the advice and they kind of look like they aren't even listening to us, but they kind of take it away with them, and then in their stillness they filter it through the layers of maybe denial, maybe you know, just not acknowledging what's going on. Maybe that they're so full of negative energy, and then they start to filter it through until they start to see that glimmer. So you almost become the light of God for them. You become the light in when they're in a dark place. And you know, and that often does happen with natural counsellors. So please remember that, and you know, and don't kind of be discouraged if your first attempt you feel like it's falling on deaf ears. We have the angel of expression. Okay, I'm not asking you, you don't have to get naked. That was me last week. You know, what this is saying is speak your truth and express yourself clearly. And sometimes that's the best kind of counselling, because sometimes you can see something that they can't see. And, you know, sometimes you can be afraid of speaking the truth, but it's while you're trying to hide behind things that things get complicated. And you know, and sometimes the way to get someone to come out and be open with you is to be open with them. You know, I always think, like, if you can share something. So you know, the way to get somebody to maybe talk about a bad experience or something that's weighing on their mind is to talk about a similar one that you went through. And you know, and let them see that you trust them enough to disclose something. It doesn't have to be a top secret or something you really don't want anybody else knowing. Just something that shows that you're giving a little bit of trust to them. And you will find when you do that, it kind of, it comes back to you. Okay, trust attracts trust. You know, and just knowing that somebody is willing to trust you sometimes is all it takes to get someone, or to take, you know, sometimes just knowing that someone trusts you enough to share something with you is enough to help you to kind of say, you know, I can kind of open up a little bit and I can give a little bit back. So trust really does attract trust. You know, and I would say that's a really important key in counselling. Right, okay, I've got to the end of this reading. It feels like a very mellow reading, and I kind of feel like my energy feels very mellow, which isn't me, as people know, because I'm quite loud and quite bubbly. So I really feel that somebody needs to go into that gentle zone in order to let somebody else speak. Okay, and I think this message was meant to go out there. For everyone else, please try and take something from it. Know that every action you take, every word you say, you influence others, and be an influence for being good. Be an influence for being positive. Okay, and know that every one of us has it in us to counsel people that need it. Okay, with that, I will say love and laughter to you all. Bye.